In the last video, we, we studied this graphical representation, the position time graph of sound wave. How the sound wave is traveling can be represented in the form of position time graph, and this is the graph that we are going to get. Now there are certain parameters that we get from this graph. Now this particular point, we know that this is the maximum displacement. The particle started from here and it vibrated in the y-axis, positive y-axis, towards the maximum displacement. So this is the maximum displacement of the particle from its mean position. This maximum displacement is called amplitude. So if we write here, what is an amplitude? Amplitude is the maximum displacement of particle, medium particle, from mean position. So that is amplitude. How are we measuring? We are measuring the length. This is nothing but displacement. What is the unit of displacement? It is meters. So SI unit of amplitude is meters. So this is the amplitude, maximum displacement. If the energy wave is continuous and uniform, then the amplitude will be same in the positive direction also and in the negative direction also. They will have same value. Next important thing, next important parameter is wavelength. What is a wavelength? As the name suggests, it is length of a wave. What is the length of the wave? It is the distance traveled by one wave. Now what does one wave means? This is not completely from here to here. This is not one wave. This is more than one wave. How? The particle was at mean position, goes towards maximum displacement in one side, comes back to mean position, goes here in the opposite side and comes back to the mean position. This is one wave. Now if you look carefully, this completes a loop. So when one loop is completed by a particle, that is called one wave. And the distance traveled by that one wave is called the wavelength. So if the particle started from here, if the wave started from here, maximum displacement came here, 0 again to the mean position, maximum displacement in negative direction here, and then again to the mean position. That means from here to here, one wave is complete. Since it makes a loop, you can assume, if you are not able to understand what is one wave, imagine that you pick this wave from here and you connect it here. This wave, this line, you take it and you connect here, then you will see that one loop is formed. One loop means one wave. So how many waves have I drawn? I have drawn one wave, then second wave, and then half wave. So this is what I have drawn on the board. It is 2.5 waves. Wavelength is the distance traveled by one wave. So from here to here, whatever is the distance, that is your wavelength. It is represented by a Greek letter called lambda. This is its sign. So this is your wavelength. Also you can see the wavelength between two positive maximum points or two minimum maximum points. The distance between these 2 points or the distance between these 2 points are also one wave. Again do the same thing. Pick this point from here and connect it here. This will become a loop. So that is one wave. Or here, pick this point from here and connect it here. This entire wave will come like this and this will form a one loop here. So between these, the low points, these low points, they are called troughs, T-R-O-U-G-H-S, and the maximum points that we have in the positive direction, they are called crests. So wavelength is also the distance between two crests or two troughs. So that is also a wavelength. Again, this is the distance. This is nothing but distance. And what is the SI unit of distance? It is meter. So wavelength is also measured in meter. Now the next important thing that comes is frequency. Frequency of a wave. Now what is the definition of the frequency? Let me first tell you the definition, then I will explain on the diagram. Frequency means number of waves produced in 1 second. So let us say that from here to here it is the duration of 1 second. So how many waves are produced in 1 second? From here to here there are two waves. One wave, from here to here, this is one wave and this is second wave. So between these 2 points we have two waves. So number of waves produced in 1 second. In 1 second we produce two waves. So the frequency is number of waves 2. For example, two waves Hz. Hz is the SI unit. It is called Hertz. You must have studied in lower classes. Hertz and represented by capital H and small z. So 2 Hertz means 2 waves in 1 second. 50 Hertz means 50 waves in 1 second. The current that comes here, it has the frequency of 50 Hertz in India. So that means the particles, the electron particles that are vibrating, they are vibrating at a frequency of 50 Hertz. That means they are making 50 waves. They are going up and down 50 times upward and 50 times downward. So that means they are vibrating 100 times in 1 second. That is the meaning of frequency. If this is the particle, it goes from here, comes back here and comes back to the original position. This is one wave. If it takes 1 second for the particle to complete this loop, then the frequency is 1 Hertz. If in 1 second the particle goes around twice, if it completes the loop twice, then the frequency becomes 2 Hertz. Similarly, if the particle completes the loops 50 times, then it is called 50 Hertz. So when a particle has a frequency of 50 Hertz, what does it mean? It is completing the loop 50 times. That means it is going in this direction and in this direction 50 times. 50 times in this direction and 50 times in this direction. So how many vibrations? 100 vibrations. That is what I meant by 100 vibrations in 50 Hertz. So this is the frequency. Its unit is Hertz. It also has a Greek letter to denote, and the Greek letter is called nu. So it looks like a V, but it is like this. This is the symbol nu with which we denote the frequency. In some books it is also denoted by small f. So you can write whatever you want. Next important parameter, I'll write it here. Next important parameter is time period. A definition of time period is, it is actually the opposite of frequency. The frequency is the number of waves produced in 1 second. Time period is the seconds, the time required to produce waves. The time required to produce one wave. Frequency is number of waves in 1 second. Time period is time required to produce one wave. Since this is time, so what is the SI unit of time? It is seconds. SI unit is second, and it is very important relation. If capital T is the time period, then time period and frequency are inverse of each other. This is a very important relationship. Make sure that you memorize this. And why is it so? Because the frequency is number of waves produced in 1 second, and time period is time required to produce one wave. So they are reciprocal of each other, hence this particular relation. Now there is one more parameter, and it is called, I'll write it here, it is called wave velocity. Now it is very easy to understand what is wave velocity. It is deduced from the name itself. Wave velocity means velocity of the wave, the velocity with which the wave is traveling ahead. So wave velocity is nothing but velocity of wave. And what is the SI unit of velocity? SI unit is meter per second. So this is all fine, this you can easily understand, but what I want you is to memorize one very important relationship. The formula for velocity of wave, V, velocity of wave, this is V, is equal to frequency of the wave into wavelength. Very important relationship. It is used in many numericals. Make sure that you learn this. Velocity of the wave is equal to frequency of the wave multiplied by wavelength of the wave. So these are very important. Most of the numerical and most of the definition, they are based on this particular topic, how to represent a sound wave into a graph, and then these various parameter, amplitude, wavelength, frequency, time period and wave velocity. So make sure that you understand them. If you have any doubt, you can message me.